Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanMuscle.com, and today we're taking a quick look at and installing the Axial LED headlight bulbs, the 9007s, available for the 94 to 04 Mustang. You should be checking these out if you're interested in getting an upgraded lighting replacement for the front end headlight bulbs without having to spend the big bucks on a full set of headlight replacements. If you're not really ready to dive into the big commitment of changing out your entire headlights, switching out the factory incandescent bulbs in favor for a modern LED technology can make a huge difference, believe it or not, to the appearance of your Mustang. Now, the SN95s and New Edge Mustangs are getting pretty old at this point, which means the factory front-end technology is getting very outdated. The incandescent bulbs that come with this vehicle off the factory line are super yellow, they're very dull, they're not going to be super amazing for visibility, especially not after about 20 years. So upgrading to the new technology that we see in a lot of modern cars nowadays can go a long way. These LEDs use an SMD LED technology rated for up to 100,000 hours of continuous use. They're going to be an extremely bright 9007 or HB5 bulb socket, and it's also going to have a 6000K color temperature, which, as you can see, is a pure white light. Not something, again, you can say for the factory bulbs, which, like I said, are pretty yellow. Now, this is going to be a really awesome replacement for guys looking to not have to worry about wiring or adding in any other nonsense. This is going to be a direct replacement for your factory bulb, so it'll fit right into the factory bulb socket and plug right into the factory harness. No wiring, no cutting, no splicing, none of that nonsense, direct plug and play. The nice thing about this is also the fact that it comes in right around 70 bucks for the pair. Now, I know just for simple bulbs that might sound expensive, but the LED technology will last a really long time, and you want to compare that price against a full headlight replacement, which can be a couple $100s. So in the grand scheme of things, in terms of aftermarket options, this is going to be one of the most affordable ways to go that also has such a big impact on appearance and visibility. It's going to have a high and low beam in one bulb, so no need to pick up separate ones. Obviously, it's going to be the same as your factory bulb in that case, and it's going to have a wider spread of light, which is going to help with visibility at nighttime. Now, the install, I'm going to give obviously 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. It'll take you about 10-15 minutes from start to finish to swap them both. Your factory headlights are held on by 2 pins. You're just going to pop that out, pull the bulb out, replace it with the new one, and plug it in. It's going to be that simple. I'm going to show you guys what that process looks like. We'll take a brief second to compare it to the factory bulb and move on. What do you say we get started? First up, of course, pop your hood. I'm going to start here on our driver's side. To take our headlights out, you're just going to pull up on these retainer pins. Super simple. If you're having trouble getting them up by hand, you can grab a flathead to help pry them. But that's really all that holds the headlight in. You're just going to pull this guy back. Ours is a broken clip, so it just disconnects, but you'll want to pinch and pull that straight off of the back of the bulb. Then on the back of the headlight here, there's this retainer plastic. So you want to twist that guy and pull that off, and then we're just going to wiggle our bulb back. That's the factory bulb right there. We're going to take this bulb and set it aside and swap it out with the LED, and you can clearly see a difference side by side. Factory bulb versus the new LED. LED is super modern technology in comparison, visually and both in performance as well. So we're going to set that aside. The new bulb, you're just going to slide right into the factory spot, and you may need to rotate it until it starts to seat, and then push that in. Now, there's no turn and lock in the bulb. It pushes in and has a weather strip seal around it to make sure no moisture gets in. You're not going to be using this plastic retainer anymore. This is not going to fit over top of that new bulb. So what we're going to do is just plug this straight in to the factory harness. You want to make sure it seats all the way through. Tuck the excess wiring inside. Seat the headlight. Grab the factory retainer pins and put them back through. There you have it. You can do the same exact process on the opposite side. That's going to wrap up my review and install for the Axial LED headlight bulbs, the 9007s, available for the 94 to 04 Mustang. Again, pick yours up right here at AmericanMuscle.com.